Ready whenever you are, Michael.
Do you know what I'm after?
You want to be the biggest star in the world?
Hey everyone, this is Julie and welcome to my SOFHAB review series. Today I'm covering the new Michael movie and joining me is Rascal Entertainment. This biopic is covering Michael Jackson's life up to 1988 as we see him grow from a shining young star and slowly becoming a global sensation. And it features some of his highs and lows in life as he wants to take control of his own life and career from his father. And yes, it's absolutely one of the best movies of the year, and I couldn't be more excited because I have been a Michael Jackson fan my entire life. I was weaned on Michael Jackson.
Yes.
But
before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get updates on SOFHAB reviews and much more.
And thank you so much for joining us today, subscribing to any and all of our channels, commenting. We appreciate you so much, specials. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
This is exciting for me because I'm learning a lot of things I did not know about Michael Jackson. I have relatives that are older, of course, who experienced the Jacksons as they were performing and being introduced to the world and so forth. So I learned of Michael during his latter times, from when he went solo and from when he had his last tour with the Jacksons when they put out some records. But this is so exciting for me.
Yes.
And of course, Rascal learned about Michael from me.
Yes. Of course. And both of us wanting to see this was very exciting because you kind of have to ask yourself, why did it take you this long to make a biopic about Michael and his influence and how big it's been for decades? You would have thought it would happen long before now. But still, very glad that they did it. And the best thing about it that a lot of people agree on is that a whole new generation are being introduced to him and his music. So now we're getting new fans, new people experiencing legacy and impact it's had on not just music but the world itself.
And what's really wonderful about it is not only were members of his family involved and his brothers, but the star is one of his nephews, one of Jermaine's son, Jaafar Jackson, and he has done a fantastic job in playing his uncle. I think it's wonderful to learn from pictures and things I've seen online, and some you should be seeing coming up during this review, is that he had a relationship with his nephew. He knew his uncle and he knew his nephew, and it's not like, okay, I didn't know anything about my uncle, I didn't meet him, but I'm going to play him. No. He loved his uncle, and I think that makes it even more special because he was able to see Michael as a man and as an uncle, not as the superstar Michael. So he could see him outside the public eye, not performing, and really know the true person. And all of that comes across in his performance. Another thing that I love, besides the family being involved and Jaafar playing him, is that the music just takes you back to when you learned of him, when you've heard the different songs. And I could not sit down. I wanted to stand up and sing. And I can understand people dancing and things in the theater because you can't help it. You just gotta do it.
Yes.
If you are a huge fan of Michael, even if you're not and you're learning about him now for the first time, the songs will make you want to sing, they will make you want to dance. And it's just so exciting being a part of that with other people who are enjoying the movie and also love him as an artist and a person.
Yes, very much. And we know that there were some people that say there were a lot of things left out of the movie. Well, there is a sequel coming.
Yes.
To go on not only the other half of the life, but also a few things that were not touched upon in here. And they're not talking about any of the controversy things, because it's not happening chronologically for that point, but also some smaller details that happened in his life. I mean, people say they left this out, they left that out. Well, it's two.
Well, we haven't gotten there yet.
And it's 2 hours as well. So, of course, there's not enough time to fit everything in and slow it down. but they were expecting literally every last detail.
And if they had fit everything in, it would have been a totally different movie, and it would have been unsatisfying.
Yeah.
I think it was smart to break it up into different segments. This is one of those times where it's not for money.
Yes.
It's for telling the full story as well as you can while entertaining the audience. And I think if they had tried to cram all of that in there, it would have been a different movie, and it would not be having the impact it's having now. As of May 12th, this movie has earned over $584 million worldwide.
Yay!
I want to see it make $1 billion. And as far as all of his music at this point, he has posthumously, he has 15 songs that are on global Spotify charting, with 3 of them in the top 10.
Yes. And it's just amazing and a testament to his skill, his legacy, his writing, his music, everything. Because you've never heard anybody else do that.
And you
no
never
one else
will.
on the planet. And
Living or deceased.
right. And what makes this more ironic is that for some, I don't know if some who make these comments are fans of his or not, or they're
fans.
just, you know, people trying to be shills and downplay the movie, is that, well, this is just a movie that is advertising all his best hits, and there's not really a story. It's just get to the next song so people want to go buy and play it. It's not a real movie. It's like, well, if this was your favorite band, they were doing the exact same process of playing their biggest songs and your favorites, you'd be saying it was genius move.
Yeah.
So because it's not your favorite, it's bad.
And it can't be best hits because they start with the Jackson 5 when he was part of the group with his brothers. So it's not his hits because all the Jackson 5 content was them collectively. So that's an incorrect statement on top of that. So let me go through some of the information as we like to do. For those of you not familiar, Sorry It's Late with Michael. It's a musical biographical drama film directed by Antoine Fuqua and written by John Logan. It has 3 producers, Graham King, John Branca, and John McClain. Cinematography by Dion Beebe, beautiful cinematography. Edited by John Ottman, Harrier, Yoon, Conrad Buff IV, and Tom Cross, with music by Lior Rosner. The production companies are GK Films and Optimum Productions, with distribution by Lionsgate. Thank you, Lionsgate!
Yeah.
And Universal Pictures internationally. Thank you, Universal Pictures!
Yes, for once.
And as you know, it is still running in theaters. The budget was between 155 and 200 million. It's going to cross $1 billion. And we haven't even gotten to Asia. The movie releases this week in Korea.
Yes.
And then not until June 12th in Japan and other areas, in other countries, I should say. I can't wait to see more mass Michael mania. If you aren't a fan and you don't know of him because you're too young or you're really young, you're going to love him.
Yes.
And you're going to love how you feel listening to the music and the lyrics. And the last thing I want to mention on this is I saw a post on X that was perfect. And they said, it's not that people weren't going to the movies because they were tired of movies. It's because there were no good movies. And Michael, as well as Devil Wears Prada 2, are both charting in the box office. And from what I understand from people who've seen The Devil Wears Prada, it's a great movie.
Wow.
So you got 2 great movies in at one time. It's broken so many records we can't even go over them, but it's beat Oppenheimer, and it's almost about to cross beating Bohemian Rhapsody as the #1 biographical film of all time, box office wise, financially. I can't wait to see it cross it.
Yeah.
I
like you
can't
said,
wait
it's gonna be even bigger.
to see what happens. So quickly, we'll go over the cast very quickly. We have, as we mentioned, Jaafar Jackson, his nephew, is Michael, and Juliano Valdi as young Michael. Colman Domingo as Joseph Jackson. Nia Long as Catherine Jackson. Miles Teller as John Branca, his attorney. KeiLyn Durrel Jones as Bill Bray, his bodyguard. Laura Harrier as Suzanne DePass. Joseph David Jones as Jackie Jackson. Rian Hill as Tito. Jamal R. Henderson as Jermaine. Trey Horton as Marlon. Jessica Sula as LaToya. And then we have Mike Myers as Walter Yetinoff, president of CBS Records. There's a lot more in here. There's just too many. Asia Fuqua appears as Ola Ray. And you know she's related to Antoine. I don't know how. If you know, let me know in the comments. If you have not seen this movie, go see it. It is absolutely fantastic. I definitely want to see it again. Because I know there's so many things that I missed. What about you?
Yes, definitely want to rewatch it. Not just for the music, but prepare yourself for the sequel.
Yes.
Because it stops at a certain point and you know his influence in Japan and other parts of the world.
Yes.
So there's going to be a big chance. A lot of stuff was going to be brought up in the second movie.
So I'm glad you said that Japan doesn't play about Michael. They love Michael. It's going to be great to see what happens. Yes. Very quickly, we didn't get to that. Anime has paid homage to Michael so many times. You should be seeing things coming up now. The biggest one that people know currently is Muzan.
Yes.
Kabutsuji and Demon Slayer, but in so many other anime and movies. And quickly tell them about his connection to Sonic.
Oh, yes. Sonic was made in 1991, when they had the original first game. Well, Michael Jackson had a movie called Moonwalker in 1988. Well, in 1990, Sega made a game adaptation of the movie on the Sega Genesis, both for console and for arcade version. Then 1 year later, they created the Sonic game for the first time.
And you told me once, you said, Sonic was based on Michael Jackson. I said, I can see it.
Yes,
with the white gloves and everything.
I was like, oh my gosh.
And then one last fun part is the games were on different platforms.
Yes.
And we were watching a video on YouTube that, if I found the link, it's in the description, where they show how the animation and he differed in there.
Yes.
We started watching someone doing gameplay, and yes, just sitting there and watching them play the game where he's going woohoo and, and running up and down the stairs, because it's based on Moonwalker, which we also will be covering on Pause, because in that movie he's a superhero.
Yes.
So if you've seen Michael, let us know in the comments, what do you think? And only if you've seen it and you're giving us your opinion of the movie and the content of the movie. No personal opinions. If it's negative, no controversial stuff. If you bring up things that have nothing to do with this podcast that are negative, I'm going to delete the comments. So just know it right now. If you haven't seen it, get to the theater and watch it. It is a fantastic movie. It's one of the best biopics I've seen. And you just get this great feeling watching it. It takes you along emotionally along his path, where when he's feeling sadness, you understand why and you feel it. When he's joyful, you're happy for him. When he's singing in the songs, and if you're a fan, going over the songs and singing with other people just makes it a great theatrical experience.
Yes.
If you do go to see it, give it a watch, come back and tell us what you think.
And if you're already, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get some SOFHAB reviews and so much more.
And lastly, if you've been a Michael fan, you're a new fan, or you're a fan all your life, or you learned about him most recently, let us know in the comments your experience and your love for Michael. And again, I want to see this reach 1 billion. I want to see it do so well. And once this does reach 1 billion and cross, I guarantee studios are going to come out with biopics on people who have already passed. They were big in music. They had one, the closest was Elvis, that they did, which is fantastic. I covered that. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. But I guarantee you, they're going to start doing others because this one's making so much money.
Right.
But there's just a love for Michael as an artist and a person. Good luck trying to match it. You're not going to.
Yes.
And thank you so much for joining us today for this special review. As always, you are our specials.
I'm Rascal.
I'm Julie.
Have a fantastic day.
Continue to be happy, healthy, whole, and also wonderful, my specials. See you next time.
That is what I want the world to feel. Magic.